So it's from NeoX Tricks again. I always love sharing his content because he does a good job with the coverage. He finds some of the nitty gritty for us. So Neo wants to point out some key things there. And I shared this with Will Fix earlier, and he was pretty impressed with it. But look at this for yourself. All areas of industry where Jasmy is applied, he strongly believes that Jasmy is already in use everywhere in Japan. Wow. But due to corporate confidentiality, we won't know a lot of things at the moment before the deployment of the platform is optimal. Very true. There's still things like NDAs and so on. Now, when you go here, it comes from a place called Next Tech Week, exhibition category. All right. Token economy, traceability, information, asset management, NFTs, Web3, other blockchain related services. But look what's highlighted in red. Industries that can be supported: manufacturing industry, automobiles, electronics, food, etc. You got to reference the automobiles, especially in the future and so on. The whole thing with WITS versus with like Toyota. How about, for instance, Sony with, the whole thing of Honda. We talked about that as well. Finance, securities, insurance, medical, welfare, healthcare. Obviously, care project, drug discovery, material development, retail distribution, EC call center. Obviously, call center would be Transcosmos. Logistics, social infrastructure, transportation, energy. Remember how we talked about the whole thing of, that the DD pairing, data democratization pairing with Jasmy. We also talked about, for instance, Japanese yen denominated stablecoins and those pairings as well, and how that's going to contribute towards transportation and the whole concept of Society 5.0, the smart cities and so on. IT security, educational research institutions. We know that Kazumasa Sato, especially when it comes with the whole thing of the Giga School concept. Remember, we did about 2 or 3 videos on that. You're always welcome to watch some of that. Local government / government offices. Yeah. We talked about how Jasmy has that plug to the local government. So the products and services: Jasmy Secure PC, Sagan, Tosu, Fan Token, on and on, right? Getting more into this, I want to share some more. Here's this. And let's talk about this for a second. I'll blow this up in a bit, but I want to share this part. We always talk about Bajit when it comes to Jasmy and how significant that is. So Bajit, Kazumasa Sato, CEO, also Jasmy, plays a crucial role within the Jasmy project, right? States that, this is going to establish partnerships with other IoT companies it already has. But this one, we're going to get into Pixel. What is that all about? Well, we're going to jump into this because Kunitaki Ando is chairman, of course, obviously of Jasmy, but he occupies a director position with another affiliated company. And basically speaking, this once again demonstrates his considerable influence, basically since 2016. This team has gradually progressed through various companies, bringing their visions to life without taking shortcuts. So who is Pixel? Why am I bringing it to your attention? Well, here's why. And let's just go ahead and share this. So this is nice and big for you. You should see it on the screen. This, of course, was taken from February 14th, 2017. Company name, Pixel Companies Limited. Representative, Director, President Hiroaki, Yoshida. All right. It says notice regarding, business alliance with Bajit. Okay, here's that reference. At the board of directors meeting held today, at least back in February 2017, the company announced that Bajit, Representative Director, Chairman James Sukat Akbar, Representative Director and President Kazumasa Sato of Jasmy, herein referred to as Bajit Co., have decided to enter into a business partnership agreement. They have concluded the business partnership then, and they would like to inform you, all of us, as follows. Here's what was originally reported. Purpose and details of this business. Alliance Bajit, based in Bangladesh, conducts offshore system development and on-site development station at customer companies. Since its founding, the company has many years of experience and track record as global IT company, provides, quote, Japanese quality services. Quality services. I want you to think about that for a second. Cultivated through projects with many domestic companies. In particular, they have many years of development experience on mobile platforms, such as Android and iOS. And we have a wealth of experience in enterprise development, specializing in clients in Japan, Europe, you name it, right? Going more into this about Android and even iOS, it talks about Area 2, the application software development, PCs, smartphones. Area 3, for instance, functional design. The company's founder, chairman, J.M. Shukat. Akbar is a major mass retailer. Mr. Kazumasa Sato, president, representative director, has a background as a chief buyer and has previously served as a president, of course, with Sony Style. We know that. But it talks about all this, that in addition to all of the nice key highlights, that Ando has served as a representative director and president of Sony Corporation, and that the company's board members have a variety of management, know-how, extensive connections. Don't ever forget about some of those extensive connections, even when you're in face of doubt when it comes to whether this asset is doing well or is having a bad day. Look at this for a second. They have this thing in regards to, GAAS FETs, ultra low noise FET lineup used in low noise block converters for satellite broadcasting antennas. Now, why am I bringing that up? If you remember a while back, me and Mr. Menalagwar, we shared another particular company and why we felt that that was big because of DC microgrid and all that with Mr. Tadashi Morita. Again, I reference all of this because I want you to understand I don't just show you some things to make it a nothing burger. This is big in my opinion because it does share with you that Jasmy, for one, wants to get to some of these, some of these goals of these bigger things that they're trying to accomplish, but also shows to you that it's not just some what if. You have to jump back a few years, even to 2017 and see an actual letter that references some of the things about satellites and so on. So I don't know if you guys remember some of that coverage. I don't even remember if it's on this new channel. It might be from the old, but we did talk about that, and it was a big deal. So there's that. Let's get more into this for a second. So Chuo Denshi, they develop and manufacture semiconductor products for wireless communications. They have a track record of adoption by manufacturers, global share of approximately 30%, develop systems for financial institutions. I mean, does that not sound bullish to you? And uses patent pending electronic ceiling tech, Afroco, funny name, which develops smart meters, is included in what? The IoT business. I'm telling you flat out, when you look more into Jasmy and their connections, you become amazed with all of their connections because of key players that have those connections, obviously. I want to show you just a little bit more about this. Of course, translated by Google. Thank you to NeoXTricks for this. This is the key part for you guys. I mean, the satellite thing sounded really, really impressive. Through this business alliance, we will jointly develop systems and products in the IoT business area for our group, or of our group. We hope that this will lead to expansion of our group's IoT business domain and the scale of our IoT business. So they realize that they don't just, be the only ones to get this done. They want to expand through other key partnerships with what they got going on with Jasmy, for instance. Who's their plug? Who's their connect? It's definitely Kunintaki Ando. In addition, as stated, look at this quote. Notice regarding appointment of director or subsidiary. Again, guys, Jasmy always stands out with its subsidiary connections, hence WITS, hence some of these other ones, right? Because we know that these subsidiaries of Toyota, for instance, are big deals. Bijit, Mr. Kunitake Ando, a director, has been appointed as an outside director of Shuo Denshi Kogyo, a subsidiary of the company, a subsidiary, once again, of another company. That's a big deal. During a semi-technical team that is well-versed in mechanical and electronical characteristics, I want you to think about that for a second, because that well-versed team in regards to engineering, mechanical, all that, who stands out? Tadashi Morita, who's the own boy, Odenshi Kogyo Co. By combining conductor design and manufacturing know-how with Bijit's embedded software tech, we will continue to expand IoT business area of our group. Right. Through who? Obviously Bijit. And Bijit, this is literally saying, for all the naysayers, just real quick, that say, no, they're going to contain it all with their own teams. This confirms that that's not the case. This confirms, in my opinion, of that expansion to other IoT groups. And it even says it. Plain as day. I'll come out of the frame for a second, just in case you can't see this. I want you to see this. Look what it says. Guys, look at it. I'm going to try to blow it up a little bit more. Maybe I can. Oh, man. Yeah. Look at the right here. Third or second line, guys. I know you see it now. We hope that this will lead to the expansion of our group's IoT business domain and the scale of our IoT business. And people complaining about Jasmy going from a V1 to a V2 for scalability. Give me a break. Let's get more into the bottom part about this. Talks about Kunitake Ando. Talks about how he's appointed outside director. Semi-technical team, well-versed, mechanical. We talked about that. Continue to expand the IoT business area of our group. Furthermore, the company recognizes that this business is one of the growth businesses of the group and has no intention of collaborating with Bijit in the future. That doesn't sound good, but, you know, think about how it's worded here. We will continue to expand. Furthermore, the company recognizes that this business is one of the growth businesses of the group. Oh, I see what it's saying. My bad. We intend to work on the growth of this business with a view of forming a capital business alliance. My bad. Low noise, GASFET, ultra low noise transistor using, I can't even pronounce that right now. But the bottom line is this: joint development of IoT related systems, joint development of IoT related products, sharing human resources. That's the bottom line, right? And this expansion of IoT, plain as day, absolutely plain as day. And then this last part, sorry, I keep saying this is the last part: Android, iPhone embedded software, enterprise web application development, and in constant references to Ando, Bijit, all this stuff. I just read that last part wrong. Sorry about that. Yeah. Expansion of group's IoT business domain. I mean, it's just plain as day right there for you. I don't know how else to explain it other than just to say it like that. I mean, there you go. With that said, that's going to conclude our Jasmy coverage. Let me know, us, if you want to say us, know how you feel about this. I think it's pretty big because it confirms that it's not contained to one area. You know, you're going to see other examples where Jasmy teams up with other, IoT companies and so on. Why is that? Because it's not one key group or key company trying to get one job done. They all have one goal in common, and it's Society 5.0. There you have it.